So I'm just gonna do a quick introduction video to get everything started. So my name is Janis, I'm 23, I'm a music producer from Switzerland. I make like electronic slash pop stuff, but it goes into all different styles like drum bass, dubstep, pop, house, and whatnot, trap, and the whole thing. 2014 to 2016, I went to university to study law. Been making music for 3 years back then at that point, so by now it's like 5, 6 years or something. And then I went to study law. Dropped out after 2 years. Didn't really know what to do, so I applied for a couple of internships at banks and whatever I could find. And I also applied for the music school Icon Collective in Los Angeles, but I didn't think I would get in back then. So I had an interview for an internship, but they turned me down. And the next day, I got accepted for the school in Los Angeles. But back then, I was in an online course, and I planned on doing the music while I was doing the internship. So like online courses and on the side internship, like 50-50. But since I didn't get the internship, I was like, well, I don't need to be in Switzerland to do online courses. I'll just try and go to LA. So in January 2017, I just took a plane to Los Angeles. Didn't know anybody really. Went, checked out the school and everything. I became friends with one of the students there, Max. Shouts to Max. And he let me stay at his place for 5 weeks to give me time to find an apartment of my own, which I did after 5 weeks. It took a while, but I was super lucky. I had nothing planned out when I went there, so I just like went with the flow. And then after the first quarter was over, I applied for on ground, and then I got accepted. And then I did the school and stuff. Yeah. And then in 2018 now, and in the beginning of this year in January, I started traveling because in Switzerland there's not too much going on in terms of music production. It's got a good nightlife, quite a techno scene, I guess. But music production itself, here and there, it's a couple of producers. But most of the people who do it professionally go abroad, so there's not many people anyway. So I was like, well, I'll just leave as well. Did it last year, can do it again. So I started with London, and what I did was, before I went to the city, I just went on Google and looked for all the music studios I could find. I messaged everybody, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is my music, do you want to meet up? And I literally messaged everybody I could find online. And whenever I would go to meetings, I would always ask, do you have somebody who you would recommend, or somebody I should check out, somebody I should get in touch with? And that's literally all I did. Like I made some music on the side while I would hang out at Starbucks between meetings, work on my in-ear headphones, which is actually pretty good. That's what I've found out now. But anyway. So after London, I went to Berlin, more networking. Then I went to Stockholm, then I went to Sydney, and now I'm in Melbourne, and I'm going back to Sydney to do a couple more sessions with this really cool singer. So we're just gonna see what we can come up with, because we're a pretty good team. Yeah, and I'm doing loads of collaborations with other producers and singers and so forth. And I'm constantly looking for new people to work with. And I get to meet a lot of super cool people. It's pretty interesting, but it takes up a lot of nerve in the beginning. Wasn't too easy in the beginning because I wasn't sure what I was looking for or how to approach people. But that's just something that comes over time. It was sort of uncomfortable at first, because cold calling isn't the most comfortable thing to do if you're not used to it. Yeah, it was just had to get used to it, and now it's like a lot of fun actually. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just going around meeting people, making music, and Shouts to my parents who made this all possible. So in the beginning, they kind of just supported everything I did, and now I took a loan from them. So the vlogging that I'm doing now, like the purpose is to get like 5 minute video, around 5 minutes each day, and just with an update and like a summary of what I did that day. Because I had a lot of people asking me to do this. I would not have come up with this by myself. I didn't think people were interested in it. But then I had an interview yesterday with Spike, shouts to Spike, and Michelle from Universal School of Music. Shouts to Michelle, and thanks so much for the advice. And they both encouraged me a lot to do these vlogs, and especially because I was super uncomfortable with the whole idea of it. I was like, talking to a camera is not really my thing. It's exactly why I thought I should do it, because stepping out of the comfort zone is just so important. I, at least for my part, can't grow within my head, so I have to put myself on the spot and do stuff like this to kind of keep growing, or something like this. So yeah, I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna include in these videos, or how I want to do them, but that's just gonna come along the way as I make them. Whatever, that's not too important. I'll just see how it goes and what people's reactions are gonna be. At first it was pretty weird talking to a camera, but now it's already pretty okay, and it's only been one day. So yeah, gonna see where this is gonna go, and you guys let me know what you want to know about what I do, or why and how and all this stuff, and I'll answer them. All right, I'm out. See you.